course, have just had an amazing signing with the amazing cast of Marvel's Iron Fist. Give them a round of applause. Thank you so much for sticking around. So we just want to stick around and kind of pick your brains about some of the things to expect from season 2.
We're making friends over here.
Good.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking around. So how about our first question for Mr. Jeff Loeb and Mr. Raven Metzner? Is Raven here? Hey, guys. You're on opposite ends. This is going to be great. How about you? Okay.
Oh, nobody noticed.
Yeah. We're going to whip these guys into shape. Don't worry. So, following the events of Marvel's Iron Fist Season 1 and Marvel's The Defenders, what did you want to explore this season with Danny, Colleen, and what kind of threats are they going to face?
Good luck, pal. Well, we wanted to continue to explore these characters and their relationships and dig a little deeper into who they are as people and who they are sort of together. And we came up with, I think, some really interesting and fun antagonists.
All right, there's really cool action. The Iron Fist kicks ass all over the place. Colleen Wing is out there doing what everyone loves to see her do. Simone Missick shows up with the new arm and all kinds of armory. And I'm not going to tell you what Alice Eve does yet.
What he said.
That's thank you so much. That's comprehensive. So speaking of Iron Fist, Finn, the Iron Fist himself, at the end of The Defenders, Matt's last words to protect my city. At the beginning, we see that Danny is now one of the defenders of New York City. What did Matt's words mean to him going into season 2? How does that affect his arc going in?
Danny took it very seriously, and as you see with the episode 10 of Luke Cage, he's protecting downtown whilst Luke Cage is protecting uptown. And we see at the beginning of season 2, Danny is taking that very seriously. He's got a renewed purpose, and he's on the streets.
I like it, because it's one of those really cool things to see Danny doing that. So what is it like now going into this thing? What aspects of the character are you excited to show the fans now that Danny has this newfound kind of purpose and
honestly,
goal?
I'm really excited for the fans to see the fight choreography. Clayton's our fight coordinator, and he's come on board for the second season. He's been absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
The fights this season are incredible, and a lot of great work from Clayton. So props to Clayton.
Yeah.
Okay. So now all the way from down here, Jessica Hennick, Colleen Wing, I've got a question for you. I'll come over. Make this easy for all of us. Mind if I squeeze in? Is it okay?
No one breaks up the door.
This is the way I get in, isn't it? So, question for you. This season, we'll see more of Colleen and her backstory and her strengths. What side of her will fans get to see beyond her martial arts skills?
I was going to say something I shouldn't say then. I think they're going to get to see more like a fuller life. They get to see the people she hangs out with, where she goes to get coffee, You kind of get to see who she is when she doesn't have a sword in her hand, which is pretty cool. And also...
Yes.
You get to see this.
Come on, Colleen and Misty Knight, right? Colleen and Misty Knight, give it up. That's awesome. Speaking of Misty Knight, Simone, fans, I can say that we all lost our minds when we saw you get your bionic arm. Oh. It was the coolest thing that I've seen in a very long time. It was given to you by Danny Rand. You hung out with Colleen Wing and kicked butt all over the city. So how do those relationships, now that they've been developed, how does that affect Misty coming out of Luke Cage and all of the craziness that she dealt with in Harlem?
Well, Misty gets to be the third wheel. Colleen and Danny go on a lot of dates. Misty's there just interrupting. But it's great to see these friendships and these relationships develop outside of where we saw them in The Defenders, where they're all at this very heightened state of trying to stop the hand. And then in Luke Cage, you see when Colleen comes in, she's just really there to help me pick myself up off the ground. Mm-hmm. And so in season 2 of Iron Fist, it's much more of a friendship that develops in addition to all of the kicking ass and all of the fighting that has to happen.
All the bucket that was mentioned earlier, yeah.
Okay, and finally, Alice Eve. So, go ahead, take that mic. We are not going to get anyone in trouble here. There's a lot of mystery and intrigue around your character. What was it like being told that you were going to get to join this universe and this cast?
Well, Marvel runs the world.
Yes, they do.
So
Hashtag.
it was nice to be invited to the world. And I wish I could say more, but Jeff is such a hard taskmaster that I can't say anything until 6 p.m., I believe.
Ooh.
So, Alice, are we hinting that we might talk a little bit? Alice, are we hinting that maybe at the panel in Ballroom 20 at 6 p.m., I don't know anything about it, the Iron Fist panel, Marvel's Iron Fist, only on Netflix, Ballroom 20, 6 p.m., that we might explore a little bit more about what you've been doing hanging out with this crew.
I mean, I wish I could say I just hung out with this crew. I feel like I fought every person on this stage.
Wow.
I think I did. And that was just a crafty. So, yeah.
So, yeah, you'll know more soon.
And speaking of fights, we mentioned earlier, of course, Clayton Barber, the new stunt coordinator for Iron Fist Season 2. Of course, it wouldn't be Iron Fist without some fists flying. So what was the inspiration going into Season 2 for the new fight scenes? What did you pull from? What were your kind of machinations going to Season 2?
Old school kung fu.
I like that.
So that's what we wanted to do. I wanted to turn this thing into a punk rock song, and that's what we did. And you're really going to enjoy it. So if you liked it, go ahead.
Were there any specific kung fu performers or movies that you looked at and you were like, oh, I want Iron Fist to be like that?
Of course, Jackie Chan. You got it. Of course, Jackie Chan. So that's what we went off of. That's why we got to call it old school.
I like it. Well, listen, this show is shaping up to be, Season 2 is shaping up to be even better than the first season. Thank you so much, the amazing cast of Iron Fist, and thank you all for sticking around.